Alright everybody, time to wrap up those hands and lace up them boots. Because we're playing Super Punch-Out! Super Punch-Out is an action game in the Super Nintendo Entertainment System made in '94 by Nintendo. And we're jumping right into the instructions. The transparent character in the front is going to be our character, that's Little Mac, who honestly for the longest time I thought was Little Joe in this version of the game. Super Punch-Out is I think the third or fourth in the series of the Punch-Out games. And right now the game is explaining how to dodge and how to block low, how to block high. That's a way to avoid most of the harm that the other boxers are going to cause you. Another one is ducking. Ducking is good for attacks that go high. If you don't defend properly, that's when you get hit and you get hurt. Alright, so the jab. The jab is a standard punch. You can do it with the left or the right. Actually, I think in our character's case, the jab is with his left and the cross is with his right. Now they're explaining that power meter at the bottom. When it gets up to full, as it's flashing now, that's when you can do more powerful uppercuts and body blows. You can also throw really fast rapid punches that do additional damage. Now you're powered up. That's when your portrait on the top over there starts flashing. You're now throwing punches even faster, and your power punches are even stronger. And down goes your opponent. At this point, you can rapidly press buttons to start recovering health. You don't see the health bar in this instructions here. Of course, like a real boxing match, you want to knock your opponent down for 10 seconds. Or, more likely, you're going to knock him down 3 times in a round, and that will be a TKO. Counter punches, those are always the one I have trouble with. I usually get those by accident. Now, this is an important one. Your opponents are going to have weird punches and attacks that, aren't normal. And they may seem like they're too strong, but it's very possible in a lot of cases to counter those attacks. But let's jump into the game now. So, as usual, we can start a new game, or continue an old game. We're going to start a new game. You already know that I start most of my games by naming the character Max. Unfortunately, Max has already been taken, so I've been playing through this. We're going to name our guy Joe. So, since we're at the very beginning of the game, our only choices right now are to go into championship mode. And we only have one circuit that we can pick from, and that is the minor circuit. So of course, we're going to start there. And here's our first challenger, Gabby Jay. He is ranked number 3. He's from France, he's 56 years old, he weighs 110 pounds, and his record is 1 in 99. Let me win. I've lost so many times I forget how winning feels. Now, I don't have the instruction manual in front of me, but if I remember correctly, it mentions that his one win comes from Glass Joe, who was one of the characters from the original Punch-Out. To the best of my knowledge, Gabby Jay here does not appear in any of the other Punch-Out games except Super Punch-Out.
Gabby Jay! Yay!
Now, Gabby Jay here is not a tough customer. He's easy to put down. In fact, if you're really good, you can put him down in about 7 or 8 seconds. Now that dialogue there, back off and catch your breath, that is his manager giving him advice. And more importantly than anything, that's for you to figure out what the opponent is about to do. Alright. Now right now I'm pressing buttons, so I'm recovering some of my stamina. My stamina is at full. What are you doing, Gabby? Gabby was going to try to perform one of his special attacks, but since I was able to time the punch right, I knocked him right down. Alright, and we got him. 28 seconds knockout. Now let's see how we scored. We threw 15 normal punches at 30 points each, no counter punches, 3 uppercuts at 150 points each, no rapid punches, no regular knockdowns, but we got 2 super knockdowns. A super knockdown is when you knock the opponent to the mat with either a super punch or a rapid punch. And we got a special prize of 3,000. That means we did something during the match that was out of the ordinary and was worth more points. In this case, I think it was that knockout punch I gave him during his little rush. And then we got a whole bunch of extra points there. If you see down on the bottom right, we have rest times 3. That's essentially how many lives we have. Each time we lose a boxing match, we lose one of those rests. And if we lose all of them, we lose the circuit altogether and have to start over. And it's flashing new record. That means our score, 28 seconds, was high enough to get into the top 10. Let's see where Joe ended up. Okay, not bad. Joe ended up in 4th place. But that's how Joe did. Joe was able to put down Gabby Jay pretty quickly. But we have another boxer. Let's see how Stiny does against Gabby Jay. I like winning. Keep challenging me. It's good for my ego. So it's Stiny's turn. Stiny is aggressive. He just throws punches like a madman. And sometimes that works. A lot of times it doesn't. But Gabby Jay is an easy enough customer that we can do that. But the real idea is to see what happens. See what happens if we lose to Gabby Jay. Part of the problem is Gabby's not very aggressive. He's dodging a lot. But he needs to be more aggressive. Obviously, that's what happens when he backs off and catches his breath. And there's one of his few attacks. That kind of like, come on, rush punch. There you go. Come on, Gabby. So each round is 3 minutes. You will always lose after a 3-minute time limit. There we go. Now that we're down, we can press the buttons to get up a little faster. Alright, Gabby's going to do another one of his rush punches. Oh, we're down again. Now we're going to be a little slower getting up, not pressing any buttons. We get knocked down one more time, that's going to be it. Oh, there you go, Gabby. You got your win. Very happy fella. Alright, now it's time for number 2, Bear Hugger. And Bear Hugger is from Canada, and as we all know, all Canadians are at least part bear. He's 32 years old, he weighs 440 pounds, with a record of 17-12. I get the feeling he's well out of our weight limit. Watch out, I'm killer, I'm the Bear Hugger. Now, Bear Hugger's gimmick is he's a big, heavy, strong guy, so body blows aren't effective against him. Let's jump in and see how we do. Bear Hugger actually, this was his first appearance, but he also appears in the Wii version of Punch-Out. So look, we hit him in the body, and he just makes silly faces at us. But he's very good at defending his face. Every time we try to whack him in the head, he's going to block it and then do that double overhand punch. Only way to defend against it is to duck. If you dodge to the left or right, he's still going to hit you. Alright, his corner man is telling him to get more aggressive. Oh, he got me. Alright, down he goes. Now that was a regular knockout, so it's not going to be worth as much, and he won't stay down as long. Oh, he didn't like that. We were able to hit him so many times with the rapid punches, we got him dizzy. Which then left him open to a super punch that knocked him right down. Not bad. We got a knockout in 50 seconds. Alright, there's our score breakdown. We actually got a counter punch in there. And we got one knockout. As you can see, the knockout is only worth a third of what the super knockout is. And our special prize was about 4,700. Okay, let's see what our new record is. Oh, you also see that we got enough points that our rest went up to 4. So now we have extra chances. Okay, not bad. 7th place. So that's how our buddy Joe did. But I wonder, how is Steiny going to handle Bear Hugger? You've come back for another spanking, eh? Okay, Steiny, time to take on Bear Hugger. Now, Steiny should know better than to punch him in the gut, but he doesn't. And when he punches him in the face, he should really avoid those overhead shots. Now you're learning. I'm not sure if I mentioned it in the other fight, but it is possible to hit him in the gut. Just gotta wait for the right timing. You'll see like his suspenders kind of droop at some point, and that's the time when you want to whack him in the gut. Nope, but down he goes. Now we got up pretty quick from that. But the quicker you go down, the quicker you get knocked down again, the longer it will take you to get up, and the less health you'll have when you get up. Alright, one more time, and that's going to be it for you, Steiny. There you go, now you're starting to learn. No, you can't go for his gut. Nope, not even a super punch will do it. Come on, Bear Hugger. No, and we're almost out of time bonus altogether. And down goes Steiny. Alright, #1 contender of the minor circuit, Piston Hurricane. From Cuba, he's 25 years old. He's 170 pounds with a record of 21-10. Can you ride out the storm, or will you be caught in my hurricane rush? I'm pretty sure this is Piston Hurricane's only appearance in the Punch-Out series, and he fights, I don't want to say too similar to Piston Honda, but you'll see that they have a similar attack. This is one of our first boxers that has a really special attack mode. And I think body blows are more effective against him. Different boxers take more or less damage from different attacks. Alright, down he goes.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9.
Ooh, that almost put him down altogether.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, turn.
Wow, we lucked out on that one.
Piece of cake.
You can see that we get more points for having more stamina and for finishing the match more quickly. You also get a big chunk of bonus points for not having to have a rematch. Our main character can be knocked down 3 times before he loses a match. And because he was not knocked down 3 times, he had 3 bars worth of health to get points of. And what do you know, 18 seconds puts us at number 1. So, that was Piston Hurricane versus Joe. What happens when Piston Hurricane takes on Stiny? Don't you know when to give up? Okay, Steiny, are you going to ride out the hurricane?
Fight.
I don't know, you're doing pretty good so far. Alright, that is his Hurricane Rush. He's going to throw blows up, down, up, down. And you can block them, or well, you can kind of try to dodge them, but I think blocking works out a whole lot better for you.
1, 2. Fight.
Come on, Stiny, there we go. Block low, block high. Alright, come on. Come on, there you go. So you can see, if you just block up and down, you'll avoid all of his blows. But Steiny's not going to be so lucky. Okay, here's our champ. Bald Bull. He's from Turkey, 36 years old, and 290 pounds. His record is 34-19. He'll be down for the count with 1 punch from our Bull Charge. Bald Bull is a returning character from the other Punch-Out games as well. Bald Bull, I think, also dislikes getting punched in the gut. So when he leaves himself open, we'll try to get him in the gut. Come on, you. Alright, let's jam on these buttons to get some of our health back. That's his Bull Charge. You can either dodge it or try to counter it. But that punch will put you down with 1 hit, no matter what. Now it's 3rd round. He's going to do nothing but his Bull Charge. Either until he hits you or you hit him. And what I'm going to try to do is connect with a gut shot, because a gut shot during the charge will put him down automatically. There we go, and that is 3 knockouts. Alright, good job, little Joe. Now we can get a nice good look at him. So, That is our score for the entirety of the circuit. Like our other matches, we're going to get scored for how well we did in that individual match, but now we're going to see also how well we did for the entirety of the circuit. Okay, third place as far as Bull is concerned, but let's see how we did as far as the entire circuit is. Well, what do you know? We made it in the first place with 234,000 points. You've got a lot of guts coming to challenge me again. Got your hands full now, Steiny. Somehow you lucked your way to the world, well, not the world champion, but the circuit champion.
Fight!
Wild punches are not going to cut it with him.
One, two, three.
Alright, Steiny. Let's see if we can at least encourage him to do a bull rush at you. He's actually got two types of bull rushes. He's got a long one and a short one. There's the long one. And one hit knocks you right down.
One, two, three.
The shorter one, he doesn't jump back as far, but it still hits you real hard. There you go, there's the short one. That's not an auto knockout, but it hurts.
Knockout.
Well, that's all for you, Steiny. I guess we'll see you in the next circuit. And that's it. We've cleared the minor circuit. I say we did pretty good. We got number 1 with Piston Hurricane, and number 1 overall in the circuit. And since we finished the minor circuit, we now open up a major circuit. And I think when we get together next time, Joe will challenge 4 new boxers. See you in the next episode.